A mass disturbance. This was the scene at the 400 block of Walnut Street this past Saturday. 2 people were arrested and police are continuing to interview neighbors and look over countless videos that were taken at the scene. WCU Weekly has learned that an organization called I'm Schmacked planned this party. Hello, Westchester University. I'm Matt Toll.
And I'm Justin Sachoka. That's right. According to this group's Facebook and Twitter page, also their website, they throw parties on college campuses across the country. Now, reports say that it costs anywhere between $15 and $20 for a wristband to gain access to the party. After just 30 minutes, police broke up the party, and that's when hundreds of people took to the street. Now, angry party goers allegedly flipped a car parked in front of the residence.
Now, we've reached out to I'm Schmacked, and they did agree to answer our questions, but they did not respond to any of the questions in time for this broadcast. Now, if we do hear back to them, we want you to check into our WCU Weekly Facebook page and WCUweekly.com. If they get back to us, we will surely post their comments there. Now, we're going to have Mayor Comitta. She's going to be in studio later in the show to talk about Saturday's events.
And we're looking forward to that interview. I'm sure she's got some really great stuff to say. Now, a lot of people are wondering what, if any, measures the university can or will take to those charged. The university has released a statement regarding Saturday's event.
That's right, Justin. Here's that statement. Westchester University is cooperating with the Borough of Westchester's investigation into Saturday's incident. The university's code of conduct applies to all Westchester University students, whether they live on campus or in off-campus housing. Thus, if it has been determined that any Westchester students have engaged in behavior not consistent with the university's code of conduct, which includes federal, state, and local laws, they will be contacted by our Judicial Affairs Office and disciplinary action will be taken.
It's a shame when you have to start off with stories like that, but luckily, this week is the last week of classes,
That's right.
So finals week is coming up, and you should find some ways to relax because it can be pretty stressful.
Absolutely.
Now, my favorite way to relax is by visiting with Tucker and Darla in the de-stress zone.
They're going to be back?
They're going to be back, and you can come on out and get de-stressed with coloring, Legos, and even Play-Doh.
Oh, perfect.
I love the way Play-Doh smells. I know it's weird, but I do. It's going to happen on May 8th from 12 until 2, and on May 13th from 12 until 2 as well. The de-stress zone will be on the second floor lounge in Lawrence, so go out, play with some Play-Dohs, with Play-Doh, with Legos, whatever you want.
Play-Doh.
And the dogs.
Play-Doh. Well, listen, another great way to let out some stress is to throw a pie in someone's face. No joke, this is a great way to de-stress, and it all happens this Friday in the Academic Quad. Now, the event is called Pie a Friar, and it's going to help raise money for a service trip that they are taking to Alabama this summer. Now, some of the friars that you can pie are some of the most popular people on campus, like RA of Wayne Hall Joe Deegan, Psych Student Union employee Alex Studd, and swim team superstar Phil Litkavich. The list goes on and on. Maybe you'll even be there?
I think I will be there at 2 o'clock on Friday.
And that's from 10 until 3 this Friday.
This Friday. So if you want to throw a pie in my face, you can do so. It's for a good cause. And if you're interested in being a part of the Student Government Association, Senate seat elections will be happening Tuesday, May 7th at 7:15 in ballrooms A and B. Anyone can run for a Senate seat, so let your voice be heard and get involved. Now we're going to throw things over to Brian for this week's Sports Short. Brian?
Thanks, guys. Well, we have to start off by congratulating our women's lacrosse team as they are PSAC champions. They defeated number 6 Lock Haven in the championship 8-7 Saturday afternoon. Lauren Glassy and Nicole Pyle led the offense as they both had 3 goals apiece, and Tori Dugan added 2 more. Westchester's star was goalkeeper Jess Henderson as she combined 20 saves in both games, receiving the tournament's Most Valuable Player award. Unfortunately, winning PSACs was not enough as the Golden Rams were not selected for the 2013 NCAA Division II tournament. This marks only the 3rd time in the tournament's 13-year history that Westchester was not selected. Congratulations to women lacrosse on an outstanding season. Moving on to baseball, Westchester finished the regular season strong, taking 3 of 4 from Kutztown, which was just enough as the Rams squeaked into the final spot of the PSAC tournament. Saturday afternoon heroics by Jordan Wodarczyk and Jack Provine provided 2 extra inning walk-off wins for the Golden Rams to make it into the tournament. The PSACs begin this Wednesday the 8th as the Rams will take on Cal in the first round at Point Stadium in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. In softball, the Lady Rams earned a bid to the NCAA Division II Women's Softball Tournament. The Rams will travel to Cal on Friday to play Lock Haven in the first round. Congrats to our softball team, and let's bring home that championship. That's all we have for this week's Sports Short. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Brian. And finals will be coming up next week, so why don't you take a short break from studying on Friday night to come out and see comedian Adam Grabowski at Sykes After Dark. Now, this will be the Sykes After Dark, the final Sykes After Dark of the semester. Now, there's going to be free food, as usual, karaoke, prizes, and the SAC midnight showing of Identity Thief.
So it's the last time you can get free food, the last time that you can get a free movie.
Yeah,
Wow,
and free
how fun that.
entertainment.
Until next semester,
Yeah.
of course. Well, speaking of movies, the Russian drama class will be presenting a film titled On a Bender at the Sykes Theater on Friday, May 10th at 5:30. Now, while the film will be in Russian, there will be English subtitles, so you can still follow along. And it's free for you to attend. They would greatly appreciate it if you would be there. Now, I'm a Russian minor.
Are you?
So that means
Are you really?
I am.
I
I
didn't
can
know that.
actually understand the entire
Give us a
movie.
little Russian, Justin.
Здравствуйте, как дела сегодня?
Okay, that's inappropriate. Save that
I'm a
for the rest
minor.
of
I
the
don't
show.
need to know all this.
And
right?
happening this Sunday, Sykes
inappropriate.
UAB will be hosting the finals feast this Sunday at 10 p.m. in the Sykes ballrooms. Now, WCUR will be there on hand DJing, and there will be an assortment of free food from chicken fingers to French toast.
Очень хорошо.
That's right.
I'm trying-
Well, Justin, as we open the show, our big story this week was unfortunately the riot-like activity on Saturday
Correct.
and a car being flipped. And before even any of that happened, we had a wonderful guest planned. Mayor Comitta is here. Isn't that great, guys? We're so happy to have her.
Coming with us, Mayor Comitta. We are so excited. One of our goals was to get the president of the university and then eventually the mayor of Westchester.
We got
and
it.
You're here.
And this is kind of an exclusive interview. Now, as I
Yes,
said,
very.
Yeah, you're a very busy woman. We do want to get your opinion on the events on Saturday because listen, we see
Yes.
you everywhere on campus. I know, and I think everyone on this campus knows you have a lot of pride in this university.
I do.
You're wearing the WCU Pride pin.
Class of 74, let's not forget.
that's
Look at that.
Okay.
So when you see the events on Saturday, how does that make you feel?
Makes me angry and dismayed.
Yeah.
And I know that that most people share those feelings. You used the word riot on Saturday. Just to clarify that, it was not a riot. I talked with the chief at length about this. It was a disturbance. There were a lot of people at one party, maybe about 100 people, but there were other parties on the street that were going on. Nice day, lawful parties, no problem. So that when the disturbances occurred at the party in question, some of the other party goers came to see what is going on. So then it was a lot of people, but it was a very small number of people who were actually involved in the disturbance. So I suppose if you look at the, 400 people, let's say, who may have been there, you might say, oh my gosh, it's a riot. But the point is, 400 people were not misbehaving. A very small number of people were misbehaving. And that's the good news and the bad news because, a small number of people can create quite a disturbance.
Absolutely.
And a bad name for the university and the borough. But the good news is that, and we don't know yet if there were university students who were arrested or non-university students who were people who were arrested, and we'll find that out. And whoever is found to be guilty of certain infractions will have severe consequences, as dictated by the laws of the Borough of Westchester in the state of Pennsylvania, and also under the Code of Conduct at the university.
Sure.
The good news is that also that regardless of whether there were university students involved, it was a couple, and then you have your thousands of students who are doing thousands of good things every day. And this is why we all get so upset, and we say, why are you doing this? You make us all look bad. Well, you also all make us look good, and you make yourselves look good, and fortunately, you're everywhere in the community, and our community members know that, and we really appreciate that. Also, we've had really good collaboration and cooperation between the university, working with our police department, everyone is on the same page here. Everyone is upset. Everyone says this is not okay. As mayor, I'm very proud of how my police department responded. Very appropriately, very
Right. And quickly,
strong.
within a half hour.
Yeah.
Within a
Very
half an
fast.
hour, it was over.
Right.
No one was injured. Property damage was minimal. We can owe that to the law enforcement who were there, our police officers, some of the university, and some of the surrounding who came to help just in case. It was a community effort.
I mean, it's great to hear from you, and there's many students that I've seen that it seems everybody's upset about the situation.
Yes,
and students are
absolutely.
embarrassed by what happened.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure you have to get that a lot from maybe residents or people planning on moving to the town. So that's a college town, and I don't want to put up with that. And it must be difficult. How do you defend us when something like this happens? But like you said, you point out all the great things that we do.
Absolutely. Yeah. And as we know, one or two people can be very loud and create quite a disturbance, or, small groups of people. But by and large, our university students and our university is a tremendous asset to the community, and our residents know that.
And so that's unfolding. Just happened a couple days ago. We'll see what happens.
And we will keep you updated as well as this unfolds. What is unfolding exactly?
But on a happier note, before you go, summertime in Westchester, a lot of students go home, but some stay around, and I encourage it because I've spent summers here and it's wonderful.
This is going to be my first summer in Westchester. I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, we have fun in store.
You're going to have to tell me what's going on.
Tons of great events. What are some of your favorites that take place in the borough over the summer?
Well, every month we have Swinging Summer Thursday, which is the first Thursday of the month, followed by First Friday, where the stores stay open. But on Swinging Summer Thursday, we have food. The streets are closed on Gay Street, and we have food and dancing and various kinds of music. Really fun summer evening event. Then the First Friday, the next night. Now, Gallery Walk on Friday, July 7th, is going to be fantastic.
And what is that exactly?
That is all of the stores in town. It's a First Friday. It's First Friday in June.
Okay.
Will all be open, and they will, have some music and so on. But also, they will have special art exhibits. So we have galleries in town, and then we have shops that turn into galleries. And so you can go around and see some of the fantastic work that our artists are doing in town. Then, of course, the bike race.
I stumbled upon that.
July
I knew it was happening.
6th.
Yeah, last year was amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What is it? I've never heard of it.
Oh,
What
it's
is
amazing.
Oh, okay.
Tell them about
it. It's the Iron Hill Twilight Criterium Bike Race.
Okay.
Now, this brings international cyclists, professional cyclists to Westchester for a professional cycling race. Thousands of people. It is a family event. It is a fun event. There's a kids zone down on Market Street with chalk art and all kinds of wonderful things. And this year, something new is a foot race, several foot races, and there's money involved. I just heard today $3,000.
You got me going now.
Okay.
I don't know if I can do a foot race.
They're 1 mile. It's a short course, but there is good money for prizes for professional runners, as down to children who want to run a separate race that will be for everybody.
Awesome.
I might be in that one.
Yeah. Oh, cool. And trying
Well,
to
I'll be
cross
seeing you there.
trying to
I'll
cross
be
the street
with you.
during the race is
I would imagine that
you're
would
risking your
work
life
very
as
well.
you cross. Listen, we're about out of time. Thank you for coming in to address the events over the weekend. We hope
My
people stick
pleasure.
around over the summer, and we love seeing you around campus. You're a familiar face, which is fantastic. So thanks for coming.
Thank you. And I will be seeing you this summer at Swinging Thursdays,
I will
First
be
Friday.
looking for you.
I'll be seeing you around. Hey, you can catch up on everything that will be unfolding at WCUweekly.com, as well as our Facebook page and our Twitter page at WCU Weekly.
And so until next week, last episode next week.
This is it. It's the
I'm
last
Matt Soul.
one. I'm Justin Sichoka. We will see you then.